Okay, so let's start constructing this patch. First of all, we're going to need an audio output. So we're going to need a DAC, and we're going to be able to need to turn that on and off. So let's have that there like that. Okay. And then we're going to also want a volume control in here. It's worth pointing out that in here, that very often objects exist in two forms. That's a multiplication object there. That then there, the multiplication object with the tilde after it, is an audio multiplication object, which is what we need in this case. And you can see many of these objects exist in two forms. So if I take here the audio multiplication object, and if I go Command D to duplicate that, then I have two objects here which are going to multiply my signal. Connect those to the left and right outputs. Then I want to multiply those by between 0 and 1, where 0 will be 0 volume and 1 will be full volume. So I'm going to put in this number box. Notice I choose the one with the decimal point. That's the floating point number box. And here I'm going to go Command I, which does get info. And I'm going to change the minimum number to being from 0.0 to 1.0. And what that then does is that once I put that there and lock that patch, this number will now only become between 0 and 1, which is the values which are appropriate for my multiplication here for my volume. So basically that gives me an audio output and a way to control the volume. Okay, then the next object that we're going to work with, and this is very important, is the object called sfplay, and it'll be sfplay with a tilde after it as well. So this is sfplay tilde, and in this case I want a stereo one, so it's sfplay 2. And that gives us me a left and a right audio output, and I can connect my audio outputs down here to the inputs of my object there. Okay, so that's now me making a start at something that will hopefully play. So now I need to tell my sfplay just to open a file. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to save this object, and what I'm going to do importantly is I'm going to save it in the same folder as my audio files are. That'll make it much easier for Max to find the files. So this can be, let me see, Orbit Demo. Okay, so now that that's saved in the same file where my audio files are, what I can do to make sfplay is I can use an open message. So let's go up here. We have a message which is open, and let's put that there like so. And when I hit that, what it does is it opens up a dialog box where it says where is the audio file you would like to open, and I can choose the audio file I would like to open. And then to play it, if I remember correctly, I'm just going to check the help file. I think I can play it just by having a 0 or a 1, which means I ought to be able to play it with just a checkbox. Let's see if this works. Turn audio on first. And that doesn't work, maybe because my volume's down at 0. Yeah, there we go. So that's their open message has told sfplay to open a file, and we have a volume control, and we have a way of turning audio processing on and off. So if I turn audio processing off, nothing happens. And just to confirm, I turn that on, that's at that level, and let's turn it down a little bit, and that's the file quieter.